Hi, welcome to my channel. This is Ecem Ecevit Pogge, and I have here again one of my mortgage brokers that I use very often, and his name is Mark Hedman, and he's gonna talk about one of his very special loan programs, and it's all in one. And but it's a little bit different. But Mark, you want to go ahead explain yourself a
Yeah,
little
sure. So,
and
hi,
talk about.
thank you for having me,
Yeah,
AGM. Great to be here. Beautiful day as
I
we
know,
kicking
right?
off April here in 2024. And so, Friday, it's Aloha Friday. I know Turkish people don't live in Hawaii, but I did for a while. And
Yeah,
your country's amazing,
yeah.
so I love
Thank
that
you. I
there. And
know. Thank you.
anyway,
You're sweet.
the all-in-one is my favorite loan product for the right application for right people. But for investors,
Yeah.
it
I
is
mean, do you want to tell us about a little bit, like, especially from like an investor point of view,
sure.
like how an
Yep.
investor, one of my, like, suppose one of my investor clients is coming in, trying to, buy an investment home,
Yeah.
right?
So I would definitely speak about this compared to a standard 30-year
Right.
fixed, okay? If you had a standard 30-year fixed, Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac, your conventional loans, they're going to charge you 3%, 3 points up front if it's a single family, and if it's a 2 to 4 unit, they're going to add another point. So you're going to have 3 to 4 points more to get the same interest rate as an owner-occupied conventional loan. On ours, an investor loan, we just charge you 1 point. So there's one thing right there that's a significant difference. All the way up to a 4 unit, it's no additional cost.
Okay.
You get the same rate as an owner-occupied home.
Okay.
It's amazing
Yeah.
that way.
That is nice.
And what it does, it's a cash flow or a wealth building tool. I have one client, he purchased a home at around 650. The loan is about 500, okay? So 25% down,
Sure.
that's not perfect math for the moment, but it works for
Right.
our chat. He's going to pay that off so fast, he's going to be free and clear on that property in about 3 years.
How?
Yeah, and well, because we pay principal first, so every day he has $1 go into a bank that we have linked to the mortgage.
Okay.
His loan balance goes down that very day, and his interest goes down that very day because he had rent come in or his payroll come in.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if you think of it, if you get your tenant's pay on the 1st, you don't make the mortgage payment on this loan until the 21st. So you're taking the advantage of 21 days there of interest that you are not paying while you're holding their whole payment, and then you make the payment on it on the 21st. So then your loan balance can go up.
Right.
So it's a cash flow. If you started with 500 and it goes down to 400, you could put a new roof on and go back to 425 or 430.
Yeah.
So you can borrow the money back for the 30-year period. It's prorated the last 20 years, but you still can draw money that whole time frame. And if you go free and clear on it, he can go, this consumer or a landlord, he now, in his 3rd year, he owns the home,
Right.
free and clear. He could go write a check and purchase another rental property for $500,000.
That's how you build your
That's one
investment
way you can do it,
portfolio,
but
right?
just the cash flow of it is amazing. And I know I've said this in other times with you, but Albert Einstein, I'm not a scientist, I'm not a physicist, but he was definitely one of the greatest, if not the greatest of all time. He was asked, what's the most powerful force in the world? And do you know what he said?
What did he say?
He said the power of compound interest.
I see.
Which you wouldn't think a physicist of that level would have said an economic statement, but that was what he said. And this loan takes the power of compound interest and puts it in your hands as the consumer, not in the banks.
Okay.
So if you had a 30-year fixed and you had that on a owner-occupied or a rental, you're going to be in your 20th year or beyond before even half of your mortgage payment is going to the principal. On this loan, if you started at 500 and you have, let's say you had $3,000 rent on that 2 weeks later come in, you're at 497 that day. So your interest went down that very day. And then let's say you had an expense, you had to pay utilities or whatever on, you go up to 497, 500. Your balance goes up a little bit, your interest goes up that day. So it's fluid back and forth, but over time you chunk that down. And I have a lot of people that are paying these off, not so much in the 3 to 4 year mark, that's an amazing story, but he has very good cash flow and lives pretty simple. But a lot of people can pay it off in 10, 12 years, save $300,000 to $400,000 compared to a 30-year fixed, which boom, they put right back in their business as an investor. They can buy more properties or have free and clear so they gain wealth faster.
Yeah, that really is amazing.
I love it because it's doing the right thing for people.
Right.
And as I said, not everybody may qualify for it, but I want to talk to anybody who could qualify and at least explain it to them. We would then draw up a 6-page, very detailed accounting of their budget, what's happening with that property and or all of their global finances,
Right.
and see if it makes sense for them.
Yeah. I mean, it's very, catered and specialized for everyone.
It is.
Right.
It is. And the real power is because we set up a linked checking account to the bank. So their lifestyle doesn't change, and the software does all of this work for them. So every day they have a dollar deposited into their bank, their balance will go down $1 or 10,000 or 100,000 if they sold property or had a big bonus or something.
Wow, that's really amazing.
And then they can have that money is still liquid, so they can write a check or a debit card for that to draw that money right back out.
That's very cool.
Yeah.
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 I mean, my clients, when they actually, sign up for it and get it, they use it, they really love it.
Yeah,
So,
I've been doing a lot of them, and my clients love them as well. And like I've said, we've had this 20 years as a company. In June, so in 6 weeks,
Right.
and 0 defaults.
that's wonderful.
It's an unbelievable
Yeah.
statement, and I checked that 2 weeks ago to see if it's still the case. But we went through the Great Recession and had nobody default on it throughout the whole country.
That's amazing.
Yeah, I mean, you have to have a 700 credit score.
Sure.
25% down for an investment purchase.
Sure,
If it's
that's-
owner occupied, you can do 10, but 25, which is standard on any
That's very-
investment, and up to, I think we can go up to 2 million on it for an investor. We
Okay.
can go to 3 million if it's owner occupied, and I think it's 2 on an investor loan. And not many people are buying an investment loan at 2 million. Some, but not many.
Yes, that is very true.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, well, thank you so much
Absolutely.
for,
Thank you for
all
having
of,
me, Jen.
yeah, I mean, thanks for all of your information, and this has been great. So hopefully, people will, keep using you. I mean, I definitely will keep recommending my clients to
Yeah,
you.
thank you.
I mean, they
Thank you.
always love you, and well, thanks for, helping them.
Of course. I'm just
And-
so excited about this loan product because I love it for owner-occupied or second homes, but for investor, because of the cash flow angle of it, it is all the more powerful, and you get the same rate as a primary home. Nobody else does that.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I hope this was, somehow, somewhat interesting and hopefully informational to some of you. If you have any questions, please reach out, or you can always comment. And please subscribe. And I'm going to be here again next week with another topic. And until then, see you.